All right, let's get a check on all the markets now. We see Bitcoin and Ethereum, big recoveries we're seeing in the crypto market at this time. And if we take a look at the top cryptocurrencies we track now, we see Bitcoin up about 5.89% this afternoon. Ethereum, $3,531, big 9%. That's the biggest jump we have with the top 100 cryptocurrencies that we track on coin market cap. Following that is BNB, that's the native token for the Binance Exchange, $568 per coin, up 7.58%. Cardano's not left out, 63 cents, 4.74% up, and XRP 62 cents. That's up 4.27%. We can look at the top headlines in the crypto market. We're still seeing the likes of MicroStrategy still loading up on a lot of Bitcoins there. 9,245 Bitcoins. That's the recent purchase there. So they're going big as usual, adding to their stash of Bitcoin at this time. Other top stories we see in the market: OKX exchange, another top exchange, just like Binance, that cease operations in India at this time. So we're seeing regulatory crackdown right there in India, and see OKX exchange trying to get out at this point. U.S. Fed dovish statement yesterday. Some see it as dovish, some still see it as dovish, hawkish, at this time. So we'll find out how that's impacted the crypto market at this time. Let's speak to Gilbert Jopata now, financial market analyst. Hello, Gilbert.
Yeah, Mr. Ladi, greetings.
Greetings, Gilbert. So we're seeing a big recovery. Everyone's thinking Bitcoin might go sub 60, with the rate it was dropping at this time. But after that, the comments from the Fed Chair, Chair Powell, yesterday, we're seeing a big recovery. Is it because of what he said?
I think, first of all, that plays a large role because, the Federal Reserve, we actually expected earlier rate cuts, but this did not happen, and they are still concerned about inflation and want confidence first before it could start lowering rates. But this time around, certain persons anticipated that there are likelihood that we may rather have rate hike, but at the end of the day, it was rather rate was held steady. And the next thing was also projections that rates will start reducing at least 3 times this year. And then there were also expectations that rate could get to 2.1% this year, which is close to the 2% target by the Feds. And then this came like a breath of a fresh air to risk on asset with Bitcoin as well in particular. And then, if you really look at the drawdown that happened for Bitcoin, I rather see this as more of a childish price pullback, because historically, Bitcoin always pulls a multiple 30% drawdown during the bull market. But what we have, the present pullback we have, is just something I really regard to be childish. And but yet, the market seems to be recovering so fast, and probably wants to start its next leg up.
So you think the sell-off is over right now in the crypto market? What do you think could be that headwind, going forward with this recovery that we're seeing right now?
First of all, if you notice, Bitcoin actually fell between a rising wedge. I remember in our conversation we had last week, we first of all raised the concern about the CPI data and then the rising wedge and the bearish divergence, which meant that even though there are excitement and bullish sentiments in the market, there are large possibility of a drawdown. So Bitcoin was falling through the rising wedge and it was testing certain support level. And we had 2 more supports that we're expecting it to touch before we could have this kind of recovery we're having. So the fact that we actually bounced through a given support level meant that that support line is strong, and it's a way to recovery. So I think our drawdown moment is already getting fatigued, and the market is priming for after this dissipation period, which I think is getting almost over. Bitcoin will be ready to go above 70,000.
Right, and still looking at Binance in Nigeria this time, we did hear the federal government did ask for data, most of their users on the platform, and they've also been speaking with the directors that have been held in Nigeria. Have you had any updates on that at all?
Not really, but regulation is inevitable. I know there are certain investors and entrepreneurs that are not maybe, even though they believe that what the federal government is doing is right, certain persons were not really pleased with the application, or the strategy they use in applying it. But first of all, if you compare the Nigerian government and their friendliness with cryptocurrency compared to most first world nations, you will know that Nigeria is ahead of most countries out there. I really know that regulation is inevitable. We need it actually in the Nigeria crypto industry. This industry provides economic benefits also for the government, the people, and also this industry, which Nigeria is one of the third largest providers of liquidity in the world.
Right.
It is a good thing that we wouldn't just participate as citizens and entrepreneurs. We also want government presence, but they should understand that there are Nigerians involved in this, and they also want Nigerians to do well as we play to compete with the world.
All right, I guess we'll keep tracking to see what happens, going forward. Thank you so much, Gilbert Japata, financial market analyst. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right, so that's the show today. Remember, you can visit channeltv.com for more updates. You can also go on YouTube and watch this again later on. I'm Ladi Williams from the team right here at Channels HQ. It's bye for now.